Era Game and Her Cohorts in New Babylon, Book 8, Sexually Ready. "Is that me?" Jinx whispered to Era from the back seat of Lil Blue. He was barely visible, peeking out above the front seats. He was looking across the street and down a little ways. There were armed men everywhere, and they all wore blue. And they were all focused on him, but not him. The other Jinx. The gangster Jinx of the Peak Heights killer. Holy shit. I'm one ugly son of a bitch. June, who was in the front seat, was mesmerized by the other Jinx. Brute of a man, handsome, more tested than the Jinx from the future, and the commander, obviously the leader. "I would have married you, but then Mark happened," Era said. "I thought you were the same Jinx, till the other day when you were with me and in Peaks. I thought you were going to remember who you are." "Whoa, marry him?" June interrupted. "Yeah, then the baby." Era wanted to go talk to Jinx, the other Jinx, the gangster Jinx. "Listen, 2 Jinxes are okay with me. You know, Jinx, your gang, the Peak Heights killers, have been robbing robbers in this town for hundreds of years, since the last war. No one survives them. They're a big help. You're a dangerous man here." June smiled at what Era was saying. She didn't know this either, and was in shock also. "Bruce has got to see this," said Jinx, laughing in the back seat. "You mean old man Bruce, Childred's brother?" "No, I mean that lil gangster that shot that fool trying to jack you up." Jinx sat up in the seat wanting to meet himself. It had an effect. Now Jinx was in 2 places, and that wasn't normal. The killers eyed Lil Blue, and Era got out. "Here they come. I want to see you, give you a hug. Girls never change." Jinx reached up and tickled Junie and said, "Hug me, Junie, hug me." He was clowning the subject stupidly, because Junie said, "Okay," and then jumped out with Jinx to meet Chaim. The rich kid was into women, but the gangster sensitive, the rap Jinx, worked out it though, and said the most charming things to June. The gangster from Peak Heights. The killers approached, their eyes shining with magic as they took in the sight. "Your little brother Jinx," said one of the killers, closing in from behind a row of junked cars parked on the cluttered avenue. This killer avenue was peaceful for the kill. Junie already felt at home. Junie hugged him. The gangster Jinx came right up to them. He recognized Junie, but couldn't place. Era was holding Jinx's hand, and she trailed him, pregnant. The rally ended on 3 wheels for Era, and she was remembering the difference by the minute. She remembered Bruce, who he was becoming, and that he was going to be another Jinx. Bruce wouldn't understand, and they hadn't seen him. Bruce would think he was going to start rapping if Era had mentioned, but that's not the case. Bruce was going to be a killer. He would no doubt find the Peak Heights in the future, or past if he came with them. But that's all she knew right now. "Jinx, this is you from the future, I swear," said Era. Jinx looked at himself closely. "He's good looking, huh? From the future?" "Hi, I'm June," said June. She stuck her hand out, and was a little surprised when Jinx turned out to be a gentleman, and took her hand softly, and smiled. "I'm afraid you all have to get out of here. It's too dangerous." Jinx looked worried. "Please take Era home. I don't have any jobs for her. She's pregnant." Era leaned in and whispered a story